guy's seat went to the floor.
Oh my gosh, did it really sink?
Live television. I'm like, wee!
How are you?
I'm so good.
You look amazing in blue.
Oh, thank you. I just saw my favorite water filter.
Oh my gosh.
That water filter that you guys just saw with Bob Sarcostas is the Diggity Bomb.
It is, and the water is amazing.
Amazing. It tastes like nothing. It's like tastes like nothing else.
It is so true. Pure. And your skin always looks better when you drink a lot of water.
Always. Don't tell you that about beauty. Absolutely.
Well, you know, Stacey, you've spent, I know, over 25 years. Well, gosh, how time flies when you're having fun. But this is truly one of the most sought after beautiful runway models. She was a Ford model for many, many years. She's traveled the entire globe. She's been on magazine covers. I mean, the woman has had an extraordinary career, and she's worked with some of the best makeup artists in the world. And this brand, YBF, which stands for Your Best Friend, all of her makeup becomes that. She really has taken so much of the mystery out of how to wear makeup. And it all starts, I think, with how do we cover dark circles, blemishes, acne scars?
The things we don't want the world to see.
Exactly.
So remember, YBF's all about you being your own personal best friend. And how do we do that? We empower ourselves from the inside out, looking our best, putting our best face forward every day. We can't do that until we clean the slate. So we start with a blank palette first.
Which is why I appreciate how you start the show.
Scary.
The woman comes out here without a stitch of makeup.
Bear, baby.
You're amazing.
And you know why? It's because we want you to see that you can get these transformations.
Yes.
In the before, she's beautiful. But in the after, refined, even skin tone, you don't see the redness, the ruddiness, the discoloration. Maybe you've got large pores or pop marks. If you've got high pigmentation, you'll see how it changes. Or you have freckles that you don't want the world to see. This collection is one shade suits all. It's a one color system.
4 of these.
Yeah, enough for at least 16 months of product. That's a year and a half.
Now, everybody first looks at this and goes, I don't know, what do I use the purple on? So Stacey is so generous in that she gives us these little books with every purchase, and she shows us what to do, how to use it, and what color hides what problem.
Absolutely. And you know what? You can't try something and really learn it until you take the mystery out, is what Callie's saying. We try and do that. If you're an artist at home, you understand that this is a color wheel. When you first get it home, you'll be like, oh, what does that mean? Okay, you don't have to take any notes this hour. Just sit back and relax, because all the information we're going to talk about come in these application romance cards, okay, girlfriends? On a color wheel, when an artist starts a piece of art, they take colors, and to blend shades, they use other colors to cancel colors out. So if you have redness and ruddiness in your skin, you're going to use more of the green and the yellow. If you have blue veins, you're going to use more of the tan and the yellow. It will be so explanatory. When you get it home, you'll say, oh, Game Changer Green, what does it do? It calms the redness, neutralizes the look of the blue and purple blue veins, those dark circles, spots. Yellow, we all know what yellow does. Yellow evens out our skin tone. It gets rid of any blemishes, not rid of, it just hides the imperfections. Blemishes, uneven skin tone, large pores, pop marks.
Like bruises and things like that. Yeah,
bruises, broken capillaries around the nose. This redness you see here, we're gonna banish that. What's the lavender do? Think about it, adds light, lift. Anything you want lifted,
so under
you add lavender. Yes, under eye circles, above the brow, below the brow, cheekbone, down the center of the nose. All of that information is on the card, so don't worry. And don't let it, like, people are like, I remember when I used to have makeup artists and I'd sit at the chair for 20 years and watch these incredible, talented people, and they would dip their brush into every color, this and that, and I'd be like, oh, I can never do that.
I know, me too. It's like, well, I don't know.
I need to make it easy.
Let's look at that vein. I mean, I just used the green on vein. I don't know if that's the right one or not, but I just wanted to show you the consistency.
If you have a vein and it's blue, use a little bit of the green and then put a little bit of the yellow on it.
Okay.
And if you really want to completely hide it, put a little bit of the tan on it. You'll see how and you've got a little bit of a tan right now.
I do. I just got back from a trip and I had a big bruise on my arm. I was on the boat and but the yellow covered my bruise right there.
Yeah, it's amazing how you'll see all the different applications for it. So here's the application technique. I'm gonna make it so simple that you're like, oh my gosh, I totally can get that. Think about 8 is great. There are usually 8 locations on our face that we want to enhance in some kind of way. So for me, my 8 are under my eyes, that's 2. On top of my eyes, the socket, because if I try to put eyeshadow on top of that, it'll all be muddy and brown. It'll never be, you've got your pink pastels on tonight from the collection. You'd never be able to see it on this. It would be muddy. Okay, there's 4. I've got the broken capillaries and the rosacea. That's my spot 5. I'm gonna cover my lips because I wanna draw on the ones I want. That's 6. So you're like, what? So just remember how easy and simple it is. Okay, how about our number 11 line? I want to hide that. Now here's the whole trick to it. You're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so difficult. How's she ever gonna blend all that in? All you do is take your finger and you just keep blending. You blend where that color is, right? Look how I just brightened that whole area. No number 11 line.
That's crazy.
Okay, underneath the eyes. Pat and dab. All of this is on the application card. We remind you when you get every product home exactly where and how to use it. And look how it's a one color shade system.
Look at the difference already.
Your skin tone.
Incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm covering up the redness and the ruddiness. Look at the dark circle. I mean, if you could just take 5 years off tonight in 1 second, why wouldn't you do it?
And that's just the one.
That's one
the
yellow.
neutralizing.
That's just yellow color.
And look at the difference around your eye. It's
around
incredible.
the eye. And then, okay, so the blue vein that's in here, we always get that. So if you can't remember where it's at, see this darkness here? That's the green. So I just add a little dab of the green right there. If some girls' friends that are ivory skin tone, and you know who you are, you're your porcelain dolls, you're really ivory. Sometimes you get the blue veins up here at the forehead, and you're like, oh, people can see my vein here. You just take the little green and go like, just kind of erase it. You may use one, you may use all four.
Well, that's what's so great is it's a universal shades to address every skin tone imperfection, and you don't have to know a single thing about what color hides what.
No.
All of that is on the information card that you receive with your purchase, and so put $17.48 on a card. Free shipping your door to try it for yourself. Start with a great canvas, and this is a really wonderful way to start our show, so you can do that at home. It's 501-883, the color correcting kit. Next up, and we do have everything that I love. We're gonna talk about your beauty balm. It's back. I'm so excited about that. But we then have that girlfriend, the glitter palette.